Yes, hello? Hello? Yes? Is this thing on? Hello? Right, I was just about to get a Streamloots component out. Is it early arrivals? Early arrivals? Early folks, let's go with that. Hi! It has been a while since I've last streamed. I currently present myself with a nasty cough, and as such, I do have some issues here and there. I was planning on setting up Nightbot to like spam coupons for me, but I haven't done that today, so I'll do that tomorrow. But there's a coupon in chat for whoever is in here. I am now using Streamloots for funsies. But yes, hello and welcome to Return to Monkey Island with yours truly, Lord Anders Inderl. Wait, why is there there's a casual mode? Well, I need to play the hard mode, don't I? Even if that means I won't remember anything I'm doing. I hope that I don't have to involve myself in this. Good. I was worried there I might have to.
Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real.
This is strange.
Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir. Come on, I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way, you have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Is this... We are playing. Why Scurvy Dogs? We got a to-do list. That's new. So this is currently, I assume...
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
I assume this is like... For a moment, we are going into after Monkey Island 2.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog. What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
I'm so confused.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
We can mess around in the outhouse?
It's locked. Maybe one of the shops has a key. Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
I was really hoping to tie it up.
Aww.
Hey, cheese dogs and scurvy dogs. Well, someone's having a nice time.
This would be great for apple bobbing.
I just can't not look at these guys. These guys are just having a nice time.
Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Yeah, let's get scurvy dogs instead. I'm hungry.
Chucky's really hungry. It seems to be like a... Very much on that one train of thought there. Just get those scurvy dogs inside him.
You can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit.
I did not know you could keep food warm by keeping it in your armpit, no.
We'll get some scurvy dogs and then go play over there.
So, I seem to have exhausted the majority of...
Sounds real.
But there's another barrel here. Please, Chucky, move away from the barrel.
I wonder if this is drinking water.
There's another rat! Excellent. All the barrels have the same folks in them.
Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
Right, let's get some scurvy dogs.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it.
I mean, that's what legs are for, though. Walking off with them.
Return outhouse key when finished, or else. How much are those chicken foot fries?
Chicken foot fries are 2 pieces of 8.
Do we even have any money?
How much are the scurvy dogs?
Scurvy dogs are only a half piece of 8. That's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
I'm
How much is a mug of grog?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
Is this actually Guybrush's childhood? What is going on here?
Can we get a mug of grog, please?
I told you, grog's only for grown-ups. Stop wasting my time.
Can we get some chicken foot fries?
You got 2 pieces of 8?
No.
Then no fries.
Okay.
You kids better have money.
Yeah. We've got all kinds of money. Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
I guess never mind.
Never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
That's rude. Make fun of him again.
Those glasses
Oh, it's the same line.
thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
I don't see very well, but I can hear just fine.
Oh, this time he actually noticed. Read the sign.
It says,
Oh, right.
return outhouse key when finished, or else. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Oh, we can examine it. Let's do that.
Stand on my head without using my hands.
It unlocks the outhouse.
Yeah, imagine that. Find the coin, find outhouse key. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. We got the key. Where are you going, Guybrush? We want to use the key over there.
Good, you unlocked it.
That's gross.
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
I thought it was a piece of 8 at first. It looks just like a piece of 8.
This is disturbing.
It's almost as good as a real coin.
Children, do not put random things from a toilet into your things.
Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Okay.
Ugh.
Surprisingly clean looking. Considering.
I want to say 2 scurvy dogs.
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse.
But this is for washing your hands!
I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky would do.
That's meant for washing your hands!
I'm not sure how we can get scurvy dogs without any pieces of 8.
We might have all we need. I don't think that guy can see very well.
Yeah, fair enough. Do we still have the key? Yes. Let us behold the coin.
It looks like a piece of 8, if you don't see very well. I'm not sure how we can get scurvy dogs with
yeah.
many pieces
I
of 8.
didn't mean to talk to you again.
I don't think that guy can see very well. I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Are we going to give you your extra tooth away?
That's where the outhouse key was.
But we are. Oh, right. I forgot that there's the whole.
Did you know your feet
hold.
smell if you don't wash them?
Hey, look! I'm returning the key.
You want a medal?
Yes, and 2 scurvy dogs.
Now what?
Scurvy dogs.
Couple scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
What can we get with this?
Oh no! Don't put that in your mouth.
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
Oh, that looks disgusting.
What? Just kidding. Here's yours.
Oh, God.
I'm having these for breakfast, lunch, and dinner forever. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I'm just still confused. Are Guybrush and LeChuck actually related? I thought that was just because they sort of kept the canon that they came from 3 and beyond, but also it seems to be kinda.
Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Aw,
I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
that's a lot of. Well, actually, it seems like they're just friends.
That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner.
Are you joining our party?
Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
We got new tasks. Also, we can eat more scurvy dog.
I'm having these for breakfast, lunch, and dinner forever.
I didn't realize we still had some. Mess around and explore, check out the anchor, beat Chucky in a race, feed the duck, add some sauce to my scurvy dog, practice sword fighting, find a 4-leaf clover, make a wish at the fishing well, and find our real parents. Okay, so it seems we might be siblings.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you
This is a lot of information.
it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Cool. Good to know. Oh, and... Oh, that's cool.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
Okay, we already talked about the anchor. We don't need to do... Wait, are we talking to...
Cool anchor?
That just shows how
Okay.
did you know they were used. They started then. The current, but you can on a modern. That's to prevent a little.
I thought for a moment that meant we could actually just skip through the entire conversation instead of just skipping one line at a time. But good to know that we can skip the conversation in case we accidentally get into the same ones too many times. Right, let's race.
Hey, Chucky. Want to race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, I clicked out of the game.
I win!
I nearly lost that one because I gave Chucky so much of a running start. Alright, what else are we doing? Feeding the duck, adding some sauce to my scurvy dog, and practicing sword fighting. Let me just check if there's anything else here that I need to activate. No, not really.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
That is an impressive scurvy dog. Ah, bread!
Hey, hands off.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Could we have some of your bread?
Do we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days, they have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Gotta run.
How
I-
rude.
I do appreciate that they are just...
I want to feed the duck.
What's this?
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
And what's in this barrel? Nothing? Alright, and in that case... But I know we have to sauce it.
Go have scurvy dog. You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
I was just gonna touch the ketchup. Specifically, only the ketchup. Can I pick it up? Oh yeah,
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's
Right.
ketchup. It's supposed to.
pick up the ketchup.
You should put that on your scurvy dog.
Yeah, because touching the ground is gross, but the other option is fine.
It smells bad.
That's it. Cool. Now eat it. Oh god, that's gross. That's not something you want to put inside yourself, Boybrush.
Yuck! I don't think that was ketchup.
Whoops.
Well, you have still successfully done the thing. Alright. What are you looking at? Oh, sword fighting.
Want a sword fight with me?
You don't look very challenging.
Oh.
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win.
Uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Want water instead of the floor ketchup? Maybe. Alright. Let's talk to the couple again.
Yes?
Will you pretend to be our parents again?
Pretend to be our parents again.
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
No. Take your bread.
Our bread.
Oh, does this work?
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days, they have no regard for personal property.
Gotta run. done.
How rude.
And then we're going to this pier here. So this here pier. We're looking at the spread.
That couple.
Yes, you did, Boybrush. Well done. Then you give it to the duck.
Don't feed the duck.
Well, why wouldn't you feed the duck?
It looks full.
Alright. Find the 4-leaf clover and make a wish, and then maybe find parents. I'm pretty sure that's an optional one. Oh, 4-leaf clover.
I found a 4-leaf clover.
Awesome.
There was still one left. Darn.
This game has a really adorable
Find one.
style. So also,
I want to say 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
thus far, this game has been very gross. A coin! An actual coin.
My coin in and make a wish. Maybe I should throw this down the wishing well.
Alright. Wish for butts. Wait, did you throw it in? No. I wish we could speak backwards.
We could speak backwards. Girl, what is...
Yes, you know.
Yes. Well, helps it. Yes, you go.
Right, well, I will have to read through that because that was...
Oh man, it wore off.
Too bad. You made more sense than usual.
I'm gonna have to read through that, won't I? Did it work? Oh. So you can't just go back to the previous line. Oh, I can. What did you say? Okay. I don't know Pig Latin. And this is Pig Latin backwards. That's not gonna help me, is it? Oh well. We'll say it went well enough. To find our real parents. These are real parents? Beyond this gate? Hey, that's Guybrush Threepwood. Mighty pirate.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey kids, having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop! Oh boy, that takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asks me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Mêlée to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Right, so does this... Did we just... Does this make that... Did this just make the ending of Monkey Island 2 the beginning of this one? As in... Whatever happened there was actually just the kids replaying it. Okay, cool. That's fine. I'm sure. That's not confusing at all. Did the game just pause? Yeah, okay. That was not my intention. Right. I do appreciate that they've managed to keep the same voice actor for over 20 years now. And Dominic has been doing a great job in voicing Guybrush. For a moment there, I forgot that these games had a tendency of doing this, where they actually, you know, give credits before the end of the game. This is nice. Like, sure, they give the full credits in the end, but still. What is the ship with the red butt?
Feels good to be back on Mêlée Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Well, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Mêlée? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
Kidnapped my wife, yeah.
LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Mêlée. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
This currently just looks incredibly good reiteration of the original one.
I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Hi there, little guy. Hi there, little guy.
Hi.
Cute little owl.
Hi there, little guy.
Hi.
I like that actually repeating lines gets you different results at times. Alright.
Shouldn't you be on your way to the Scum Bar to talk to the pirate leaders?
Well, I was just about to head down there.
Sure I was.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
Are you sure I also enjoy seeing fire? Okay. Re-elect.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's keen on bluntness.
Carla? As the governor? Oh no. We might just get immediately evicted.
I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard.
I thought it was pronounced blackguard.
I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to.
Oh, fine.
Oops, I almost forgot to duck into the scum bar to ask the pirate leaders to back my expedition.
Right. Hey, can I?
I really need to talk with the pirate leaders first.
Those are the pirate leaders now?
Looks like a circus act. Maybe. I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition. In the back. It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
Oh no. Oh, and you have to answer them correctly. Yeah, it is. It kind of feels to me like they took the pixel art and then just expanded it into like an infinite art style. I'm not entirely certain about Guybrush's penis nose. But other than that, yeah, absolutely.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition. In the back.
Absolutely a great art style, in my opinion.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Everyone's just telling me to go into the back. I guess I should go in the back. That's a different soundtrack.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
Did you find out? Or not?
I really need to talk with the pirate leaders first.
Is that a whale? I think that might be a whale. Ooh, hello.
The pen is mightier than the sword.
But where is your sword?
I've got a few coins for incidentals. This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years.
You got horse armor. Excellent. Use a badge of cash to outfit the expedition. Find the secret to Micah and relive the glory days. Alright, I think we can answer this now. A fishing trophy. It's not a fishing trophy? I immediately mucked that up. I guess I'm going to have to replay this at some point. Alright, let's talk.
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders.
Get lost.
Where are the three older guys who used to hold court
Where
here?
are the three older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
It's not exactly a raid.
What else would we be interested in?
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a personal passion of mine. I really want to find it.
Your weird fetishes are not something I need to hear about.
Rude.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship? You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
With backing, I can work it out. It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Mêlée getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies. Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes.
Even if that
The
means...
old pirate leader's better.
Even if that means that I don't know how to...
Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to.
They were a little bit mean, yeah. Alright. Get to find the ship. Use vials of cash is not happening. Failed that one, just as we did the trivia question. Oopsie.
Elaine?
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
Aww.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of lines to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you?
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition.
I mean, we always started.
Around at the docks. I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks. I'll try that.
Well,
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye 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 first.
no.
No, you say bye first.
Okay. Bye.
I won!
Bye.
Which is unfortunate, but I did win.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Mêlée.
It also has a rat on it, but that's more of a compliment.
Honoring Mêlée Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santo Domingo. It doesn't look
Domingo?
finished.
What's this? Oh, a new trivia card. Well... coat of arms of the Bermuda Ice Castle features the following. Yeah, but I have no idea what that is.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers.
Right, well, in that case, let's not.
Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally and historically accurate. The sign says so.
Indeed.
Going out of business? This place is an institution. They're having a half-off sale. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
Wasn't this like one of those places where you can just walk through and it just drew you out in a different place?
What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor. This place has kind of gone downhill.
Say so, huh?
Oh, yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now.
How long past the previous visit is this now?
He's got a new place in Mêlée. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. The sign says, at Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Okay, so we're not breaking in. Let's go to the International House of Mojo.
International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much.
What's the Molotov cocktail?
The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
Tip!
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
Yeah, because we're returning to Monkey Island.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way. Think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
But I also want to go to the luncheon. Alright, so we have Book of Hints now, which I'm not particularly worried about. I'm mostly concerned about my horse armor. Right. Well, they still want me to go to the docks, but we are going to the high street now. There's so many interactables. Hi, miss.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
That's a fair point.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door.
You're like your own hint menu.
Things are not what they seem. All keys are gold. It's the way of keys.
Well,
no one ever works together. All want their own prize.
Oh, it's such a shame about this fine church here. That's where we got married.
Close to finding it, suddenly they are gone.
I think.
You can find a golden key, but you cannot own it. A lock is a beautiful thing. A key, even more so.
I wonder how often she's actually correct in what she's saying.
If you listen close, you can hear the gears grinding. They're mostly gone now. Hardly anyone left to pick up the pieces. The queen always gives way to a new queen.
Is that so?
She vanished along with the ship. I told her not to go. The secret? Smells like popcorn.
I do enjoy popcorn, at least the smell of it. Let's show the taste.
Islands you should not visit. But what can you do?
You gotta explore everything, it's true.
I got my golden key. But then, that is not enough.
Are you missing what to use it on?
Lights out always come sooner than you think.
Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
That's fair.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Is it does do the same thing on the note and the door? Seems like it, yeah. Oh, you like popcorn? As a taste or a smell or in general?
He's doomed. But that's what you get when you get involved with a woman of station.
Wait, is someone trying to seduce Carla, or is this about me and the previous Carla?
I don't think they deserve it. Well, they do and they don't. It's a fairly good story. I wonder if there will be a sequel.
If they keep making Monkey Islands, I will not be against it. Oh yeah, I can do that. I will try not to, but I can most certainly do that.
He's doomed. But that's what you get when you get involved with a woman of station.
Madam, you just repeated the line for the first time.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
I think we might have put her on the loop around.
Looks sort of like an eye. I think it's a chandelier.
What's going on with all this? Where is... Oh, that's a trivia card. What's this card say? Kirby Island is famous for... Do I know that? I don't think I know this. Off the top of my head. I don't know anything. I do remember this place. I've been here quite a few times. Oh, another trivia card. First game to use the scum system. That was... Eesh, are you supposed to know this off the top of your head?
Employees only. It seems to be stuck closed.
We have used that door before. I don't remember in which game. One of them did bring us back to the island. And into that particular spot. Hello?
Welcome to my shop.
Hi there.
Love your style.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
What do you mean you have family there? It's not a treasure map? Well, I guess family can be a treasure.
What's that lock?
That's for hats.
For hats? Hat lock?
What's this lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure their apartments.
What's this lock?
A special one that can open with any of 4 different keys.
What's that lock?
A famous lawyer used that to keep people from stealing his front doormat. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's that lock?
That's for sealing a container full of evaporated gas.
What's this lock?
It's for a small jazz band to lock up their gear.
What's this lock?
That's for sealing a container full of evaporated gas. And please, don't touch the glass.
You have a lot of lines.
What's this lock?
A famous lawyer used that to keep people from stealing his front doormat.
You can lock down a mat? Impressive.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious.
Well, we heard this line. Pun the painting? Sure.
Everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
I mean, it's appropriate.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course.
Are you related to Meat Hook by any chance? Can I buy the fishing lure?
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith shop. Perhaps you saw the sign outside?
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
Oh, is your mom the one across the street yelling out of the window?
What more can you tell me about the golden keys?
Not much. I was just a kid, and mysteries have never been my thing. Too messy.
What more can you tell me about the golden keys?
Not much. I was just a kid, and mysteries have...
I have technically met your mom.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
Can I, like, sign a voucher to say, yeah, these fingers are not your responsibility?
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
Lockable quiver!
What's that key?
That one is only for going in. Never for coming out. And please, don't touch the glass.
I'm not touching the glass.
That one's
Well, I sort of am.
exit from somewhere you're trapped.
What's that key?
That opens a long, straight wardrobe for keeping long, straight dresses.
What's that key?
That activates a mechanical kettle.
What's that key?
That unlocks your house.
My house? My house?
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver. And please, don't touch the glass.
How did you get a key for my house? Even I don't have a key for my house. At least ask Guybrush Threepwoods. Oh my god, look at what I can do. I can just, like, bitch about. With my penis nose.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
Yeah, I can imagine how that would be a challenge, yes.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locksmith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes they did, yes it was, and they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey
How
Bones?
well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Are you sure she isn't your mom? Because the golden keys. Or was it just in your mom's band?
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
That's true.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your tool?
Your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Aw. Tell me again about how to get keys made.
How to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number from the lock, I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
Right, I need to tab out for a moment. Alright. I am on a quest.
Quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
If it is a key, could you duplicate it?
If it is a key, could you duplicate it?
I'm not sure you're supposed to take it literally.
It could be. Or would you like to join a pirate crew?
Join a pirate crew.
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
Alright, thank you.
Around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
I touched the glass. Is that fine? Back to prison!
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwoods?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You
It's
look
true.
different somehow. New art style?
Yeah, the penis nose. What did you get you for this time?
Get you for this time.
I'm a victim of circumstance.
Of course.
Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I noticed you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
I noticed you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Still illegal, probably.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors.
Imagine that.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Not custard night.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
We don't have a...
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts.
Write the horse armor on the door.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Okay, we have already had that conversation. Is that a...
A spider.
Oh my god, it dances!
Same spider. Ah, it's that spider again. Ugh, I simply don't like looking at that spider. Ah,
it dances!
Look at it, it's somehow worse.
It dances!
Why do I keep looking at it?
Because it dances!
Why do I keep looking at it? Why do I keep looking at it?
What's this?
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
Yes, well, that's not how you usually do running water, is it?
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
That's probably enough rules. There was another friend there. What's the new card? The Mêlée Island Circus was run by the Fettuccine Brothers! Yay! I got one! Excellent. I remembered one. Right, Stan.
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
Oh, so we can't even get Stan out of jail.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Sorry to see you in jail.
Sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Indeed.
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sail, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
I like the animations a lot. Like, the only thing that bothers me is the penis nose. That's the only thing thus far that is not entirely charming. And the problem is, that's not the main character.
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Right.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Thank you.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
Are you still selling coffins?
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters. It's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
Huh?
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Mêlée Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Are you certain?
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Nifty.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing.
Yeah, that's easy enough. Alright.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice.
That's certainly his advice. I love Stan. If I were the type of person, I would stand for Stan. Right, what do we have here? We have the mansion and we have the back way. The lawn needs to be a lot bigger.
Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
That's an entrance.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
When was the last time you had a bath?
Ha! That was marginally clever.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
How's the governorship treating you?
It's not as straightforward as I'd hoped. For some reason, you can't just tell everyone what to do and assume they'll do it. That's new territory for me.
Not for me. Maybe I should be governor.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
I've got my own project cooking.
Of course you do. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
I just came to say hello.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So, unlikely but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
I still haven't beat the dogs now.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
Are they telling me to go get on the Chuck's ship and mutiny against the Chuck?
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Well, it was still good to see you.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station. It's thicker than I would have imagined.
What was that?
Warning, do not try these tricks at home.
From a book called Pick Wooden Tricks You Can Do at Home. Don't try them at home.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh. I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it.
Yeah, well, it is the tale of the voyage that would not end.
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book.
Oh my god, look at the painting of Carla. I don't...
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
Like that they painted that.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Oh, that's cute. No, you cannot make it just keep going and going. Right, so those books we can technically borrow.
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
You're telling me to take something? Hell yeah. It's going in my pants.
It's soft and extra fuzzy. It's a lot of work being governor.
I was expecting you to have a desk, to be honest.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
But I'm Guybrush Threepwood. I'm supposed to go in the bedroom of the governor of Mêlée Island. It's kind of part of the job description, even if the governor changes. Ooh,
edgy.
I like that they got the portrait for that as well.
Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
I like that the first reaction to me asking a question is just draw the sword and have a sword fight. I'm assuming we have to go to the docks before anything else happens in town. Oh, I did actually try this.
This is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Yeah, it's had a time. Alright. Well, this part of town seems to be out of business until later. Our options are to go to the docks. Ooh, another card. What's the button for? How many windows are lit on the governor's mansion? That's an easy one. I mean, I would love to sword fight my friends. That's fair. Absolutely a fair assessment. Alright. Can we count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17? I'm not sure I counted that right. That's 5. That's 6. That's another 2 over there. Right? That's 13. Plus the 5 up here. 18. Okay. Right? Right? Yes. Excellent. We have brained. I'm still disappointed I lost one, but on the other hand, we have brained 2 now. And we will get the loom one once we go back to the bar at some point.
How clever.
The Chuck's Le Ship.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated.
I thought so.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
It used to be 10 minutes that Guybrush could stand at the water and then he would actually die.
How about ship surgeon?
I assume you have some kind of medical degree?
Is that
Nah.
a definite requirement?
Sorry.
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that. Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
Thank you for the follow. Maybe swab is not so bad after all.
He's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Guybrush Threepwoods.
Yeah, that's what I thought. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm afraid I can't hire you after all.
Oh no!
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Right? The two-step program. Ooh, cut. What's this cut? How many dead pirates are in the abandoned camp on Terror Island? Terror Island is a bit far away.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises.
I honestly thought we were going to mutiny someone else's ship, but just going for the chucks is a far braver approach.
Demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship.
How much food is he carrying, considering most of his...
Looks like this is going to be a long journey.
Like, most of his crew seem to be undead or demons.
Hey.
Are you sure?
Threepwood, I shouldn't even be talking to you.
Can I be
your ship if I change my name?
Only if you also change your face. Sorry.
So, are we getting rid of the penis nose? Is that the plan?
Hey.
What is it?
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
That is fair. Also, I clicked out of the game. Which happens on occasion.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Wait, was your luncheon in that direction? I thought your luncheon would be the other way. Alright, let's go back into the scum bar. We're gonna ask that one guy over there about Loom.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Same old, same old.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Yeah.
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote Lyme's as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
Yeah.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
I do like the zoom-ins most of the time.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
Yes, David S. Pumpkins, was it? How do I find the mop handle tree?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
I see.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Alright. I expected him to just throw me out immediately. Because that's how it was back in the day, but I guess I am Elaine's husband now, so I've got more reputation with the old boys in town. Alright, okay.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
That's some priorities.
That's little guys, aren't they? Well, it's definitely a mop.
Stay away from my mop.
Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars.
Yes.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. Pleasantly scorching hot. The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." I think someone tried to secure a boat with this.
Bring! In fairness, that could be our mop head. Look at this mess.
It's hopeless.
Right, what is our to-do list? We need to join the crew, solve our face, make a mop, seize the ship, find Monkey Island, and the secret within. Yes. Ooh, I like that. Did you see that? Everything clattered when I closed the door. Very good. Do we have anything else to discuss?
The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey! Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business.
Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Yeah, that's a plus.
Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. Well, that's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm going to steal LeChuck's.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old.
Right, keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
I was honestly surprised to... Is that a giant whale then? That's what it is. It looks like a fishing trophy of sorts.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
I completed the 3 trials.
Trials?
It's how they used to make their bones in the old days.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh.
Well...
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
Aw. Can't even try the other options now.
It's those 3 clowns at the back table.
Oh, so there is a circus. Well, I think I want to be right back. I need to go to the bathroom. And I return. Right, let's talk to Cobb.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years, you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Sounds about right.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
I'm kinda tempted to buy Loom.
Lost.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
So, from what I gather, it should be Loom. It's not Loom! It was Manic Mansion, actually, wasn't it? I was wrong! Again! Hey, did you have a trivia card there?
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
Oh, you just played card.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
What do you mean? Let's check again. Is there anything I have not touched? Is there anything I have not rubbed all my chunk over? My nose chunk. All over in this place. Because you know we have to. It's important. And let's go back to the lookout. What's this? Another trivia card. What fast sea creature can be seen swimming below from the Mêlée ship crow's nest? Oh, but we have to get to the top of the ship for that.
Those pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
Nah, he doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
See anything interesting out there?
Change. The future.
Are those the names of ships? All I can see is open water.
It's what I named my cataracts.
Huh.
Oh, you poor thing.
You've been at this post a long time.
Yep. My eyesight isn't what it once was, but my hearing is still as sharp as the governor's sword.
And that's helpful for being a lookout?
There's hardly ever anything to see anyway. The job is mostly about greeting people. Welcome to Mêlée Island.
Thanks. Ever think about retiring?
Sure, sounds great. I'll get a little place where I can sit by the fire and watch the ocean.
This is exactly what you're doing right now.
Say.
You'll have to excuse me. I think I see something on the horizon.
Yeah.
Say.
You'll have to excuse me. I think I...
Fair enough. Okay, and then... Say hi to the owl.
Hi.
Right. And to the interior of the island. Lookout point, then we have the docks, the Low Street, High Street Governors Mansion, and the Chuck's ship. The shipyard. This used to be where the...
I remember when this place used to be wall to wall with sword training gyms. Now there's nothing but trees. Progress.
Yeah, this is where we first learned how to fight with the sword. This is where the circus was.
The fantastic Flying Fettuccine Brothers circus used to be. Nothing left but old tentpole holes. Wow, I could have had a totally different future if I'd stayed with them.
Yes, a shorter one, surely.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
That is fair. Ooh.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now.
Fantastic. Official name of the voodoo shop is the International House of Mojo. Yay! I got another one. I keep forgetting that I can actually just like click these and then cancel. You can look at the options. But for most of these, I don't really stand a chance.
Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Yeah, I defeated the sword master and all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
Hi there. Welcome to the Mêlée Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks?
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Mêlée Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Right. I'm gonna sneeze. I was looking for my mute button. I did not get to it in time. Sorry. Isn't that part of my own
map? Looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was
Rogue.
found in the Mêlée jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
There's some very tiny writing on it.
I really need that magnifier, huh?
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. The display case is locked. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it.
That's fair.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
Oh no!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot.
Oh?
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
It was Francis Drake the guy we met on the sea.
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
Yeah.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
I do adore the fact that they just keep putting up spoiler warnings for anything that happened in the past game. Ah.
That's a nice ore.
The one with the coffin, yeah. The coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
Yeah, that might be...
About the coffin?
It was used by a certain well-known...
Right, yes. I did not realize the coffin and ore were a combination. Is there anything we have not activated here? Yes, there is. Look this way as well.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Mêlée.
Yeah, he was also part of my crew.
Tell me again about the hook.
That once belonged to the dread pirate...
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Nothing new.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note, left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The Lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine.
I only just noticed that he's got a big leg on his knee, so the leg is just hanging out back there. Oh well. Storeroom. I'll take the card. Thank you. What is... Oh wait, that was on that page, right? Monkey Head location. Ooh, that's way off at the moment.
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
I see. That's gonna become helpful later, I think. Wait,
Why do you have this big gear?
It's from the Mêlée clock tower, stolen during a pirate raid nearly 75 years ago. It was recently found at an inn on St. Martin, where it was being used to mill corn. I traded some old furniture for it that we had in the back room.
Has anyone thought about putting it back in the clock?
Nah. If the clock started working, it would only confuse people.
that is a fair shout. But also really weird. Can we go in the forest? Yes, we are now lost. Ooh, don't go that way. Don't go that way. There's a trivia card.
Ooh, purple flowers. These must be teasel, or alliums, or clematis.
There's also these plants.
A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth.
Alata needles. That's a good name for a plant, I'm sure.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
What's the card? What are the most stone monkeys found in the first ring? 3, 4, 2. I'm very curious to see what that actually means. Ooh, another card. And more flowers.
Flowers. These must be lavender, or monkshood, or cyclamen.
There's also a snake. And mushrooms.
Ew.
You don't like mushrooms, Guybrush?
A classic specimen of Alata needleus.
More needles.
Vascular.
Alright. Bird on Scurvy Island Beach is A. Alright, we'll see that when we get to Scurvy Island, I guess.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
That's fine. I just want to find cards. It looks like there's any cards on this section.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map. I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Alright, we will need a map to navigate that place properly. But like, even when not navigating it properly, I would still appreciate...
Leacock's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage.
Oh yeah, fair. Alright, we'll go to the shipyard, see if we can approach that, get that toothbrush.
Wow, it's worse than I imagined.
Ooh, a trivia card. There's 100 of them total. I've already failed a few of them. Yeah, Reef Island. Absolutely. Inky, Scab, and Pooty were all in Monkey Island 2. Like, there are a couple that are really easy.
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there.
At least for me, because I did, like, recently play all of them.
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Okay, how do I get inside?
It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival.
It was like a carnival, yeah.
This used to be such a bright, cheery place.
Howl at the moon. Do it.
It always looks bigger on this side of the island. It's sad to see the shipyard like this.
Take the strange
Dried
mass.
up old sea sponge. It's bone dry. I guess Stan hasn't washed a ship in a while. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. Stan used this to clean his ships.
Right.
There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. There was a time when every...
Right, so these are the same message all over. How do I get inside the place?
The assets of this establishment have been seized. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
How do we get inside?
It's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
Are we supposed to unboard it?
It's good for relieving stress.
I don't seem to have a lot of...
Pirate
Oh, we never did this.
Editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Did you have some spots to go to? That you haven't been, like in the Low Street and High Street areas? Mostly in the Low Street area. But apparently we're going to High Street first.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done! Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwoods tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed! Wait! Let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Right. But we already tried that. I guess we're going to Low Street. This is where the shops actually are.
Hey, Wally!
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Oh no.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all.
Ha ha ha.
A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Mêlée her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
Yeah, I think that's correct. What's this?
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks.
Well, that solves all our... Oh my god, look at all these markers. That solves all of our issues regarding finding a way to... Oh god, there's so many things to interact with. Yeah, that solves our problem with finding serial numbers.
I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
All the latest continents. Excellent.
I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself. Huh, never seen one of those before. Somewhat understated and somewhat overpriced. It looks expensive. And shiny. I like shiny. Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map. Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Imagine that.
It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map.
I didn't realize that was the one we had already
That looks
clicked.
like a treacherous voyage. It says, rating, cursed black diamond. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? This
That is pretty cool.
Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. What's this a map of?
the secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away. Ooh, looks chilly up there. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
Handy.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind.
Also, there was an achievement for interacting with all of this. Which is fair, there was a lot to interact with. Alright, can we go back into the International Halls of Mojo?
The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, half of half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
Yes, you're keeping the safe, I get it.
Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. Looks like it's been there forever. Not for me. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle.
Yeah, that's not gonna help.
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game.
Are you sure?
Keep up the good work, buddy. Too bad it's empty. An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
Handy.
All my merchandise is top shelf.
Can't you at least wait until I say what I'm thinking? It's creepy. It says everything must go, but it says it with numbers. Not very practical. It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
Can I have that?
I'll take this disgusting shrunken head.
That's my last one. Quite the bargain.
I forget I actually have spending money. I am going to use it to make a mop. I'm gonna put a head in a spike.
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
I'll give it to LeChuck, I'm sure. Oh, knife.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice.
How much spending money do I have?
To verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Right, that's a lot.
Before I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Sure, I'm gonna use it to whittle. You'll pretend I'm licensed.
What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
Can I buy the cauldron?
What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
Your sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location. That it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
I like your shoes. Like your boots are cool.
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets. I am no expert. It's too sterile for my tastes. I like things messy and theatrical.
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes, it can be. But dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail, soon there is no more badger.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Can dark magic get me to Monkey Island?
No.
Nuts. Where can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path, Guybrush Threepwood.
Are you sure?
Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Mêlée Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks.
Right,
Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
right.
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Dark-er? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there.
Right.
Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay. Karina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
We know her name now.
Yes. Got any other mystical advice or information for me? Stock tips or something?
No.
Fair enough. Right, we got a lot of stuff out of here. We got a knife.
It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife.
With a monocle.
Look bigger.
We got the frog.
The lady said it was a forgiveness frog. It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair.
I like that the hint book is constantly like, I want to tell you everything, please. Please. I haven't actually done anything yet.
Hey, kid.
We've just been exploring, like I haven't...
You look like you're...
At least the jail is well lit.
Yeah, but the better I can see it, the worse it looks.
What's this? Oh, another trivia card. I missed that before. Do the locations like get more cards?
The one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles.
Right, what do you get? The Scovy Dog vendor is nearsighted. That was this game. So it was a bit ago. What's today?
Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straights.
Oh, wait. I wish I remembered what the actual button to open the...
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Ooh. Hi.
Hi there.
Hi. Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Those are new. Trivia card is also new. Why are...
This is the number for the jail cell lock.
What's going on? Hermit crabs. How many islands are we visiting in this game? What's going on? There's an achievement for finishing this in 2 hours. How madly do you have to dash? Because we've already played it for 2 hours. We're in the first chapter.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Give me a moment. I want to show you this.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Oh. Oh, this.
Guybrush! Hey, kid.
I just have good news.
Jail.
This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells.
Behold.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case. I already copied the serial number. Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
That's unfortunate.
At least this jail has 2 lamps.
Alright.
Darn it!
I do want to get that toothbrush at some point.
Aw, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine.
See, there's a new trivia card here as well. Is it possible that there's new cards everywhere? It's only 8 minutes now. Good thing I was paying attention. Don't suppose you also have a new trivia card? No. That's fine. They assume same goes for you? No new trivia cards? Does this mean I should revisit the Governor's Mansion as well? How often do they replace trivia cards? And do they stay around between sections, or is it like if you don't visit every place, you're going to miss out on some? Horrible toll on the team, yes. 16 months, maybe? Don't know, I'm not gonna answer that. I feel like...
I thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
I feel like this... Like, the trivia game is actually, like, meant to be played with, like, information on your hand. I guess it depends on how hard you want to go into it. Like, if you want to go for the 100% option, then it's most certainly a matter of having all the answers on hand, because there's no way you can just get them without looking everything up. Well, at least looking some things up. What was the curator asking for when solving the crossroad puzzle? We haven't reached that part yet. Do you have new cards here as well? No. That's fine.
Hey, watch it!
That's a nice touch, in fairness. Just suddenly a glass flies across the room. There's a new person here as well. Alright, well, we're gonna have to do the old trick.
Well, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
There is a cookbook for, yeah.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh yeah, that is exactly what establishes you as a chef. Yeah.
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Alright.
Let's see what I can find out.
Thanks.
So I need to find a distraction first. Like, well, no, I need to... It's not just hanging out of the window. Cool. I need to find a solution first, and then we can distract him.
Fancy. Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Yeah, that is a nightmare customer. I suppose that is the way in the business, huh? As unfortunate as it may be. But that's a nice boat over there. Right, let's go back to the lookout. If the lookout has new trivia cards, the lookout does not have new trivia cards. Then we'll hit the museum. Take a quick look. The tiny numbers.
The numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Oh, you need double magnification for that one, huh?
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Do you switch the leg you're standing on?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
I see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
God, it has been 30... It's been 32 years since the secret of Monkey Island. I know the game is older than me, but still, it does hit me like a truck. But okay.
I'll have a look around.
Please do.
All right. So do you have any new trivia cards? Everyone else was getting refreshments on their trivia cards. Do you have new trivia cards? But I'm gonna have to do this with an achievement guide at some point. But well, let's just play the game as I would anyway for the first session, which is like constantly worried about trying to get every achievement while very aware that I won't get every achievement. Hey, so I need to know what you ate last week. Get your sword out. I've come for a recipe.
For a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions, but I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
I am happy that Carla is, like, happy to fence. Right. Oh!
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Alright, well then there's the last option.
Can I borrow a book?
Which is I'll pay for it.
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Right, so we need a different solution. Here, would you like my horse armor? No, you would not like my horse armor. Is it for you?
This is for you.
I thought it was for LeChuck.
Frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
Okay, well I do have a pen.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Yes.
I realize that you are tough on toughness. As shown by your actions at Santo Domingo, please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
Yeah, it's true, I have.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
What? What?
It's a lot of work being governor.
Okay, then what else can we learn about her?
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Edgy.
Alright, try again. Dear Carla.
Dear Carla.
Sorry for losing the book.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Yes.
I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness.
As
shown by your actions at Santo Domingo.
I think it's Santo Domingo.
My humblest apology.
Yeah.
I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
It's true. Like that's like a true part.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book. And I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
I mean, I beat you once. Surely that counts for something.
Can I borrow this cookbook?
Your stance is gonna be yes, sure.
Look like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
Uh-huh. Okay, how are we going to lose it? Alright, we need to go to the docks.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Alright. Let's go see if we can get it. I do want that particular tune that they play in the captain's area as... like for a thing... like I need it for like my casual music listening times.
Hey, looks like a mugshot. Well, it's definitely a mop.
Stay away from my mop.
Right, but I have a cookbook.
I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush.
Get outside!
Keep your hands off my mop.
That was amazing! I really don't think I got away with it.
Brilliant innovation. This will be excellent.
Can I quickly take a chip? Yep.
Seems like a lot, but okay.
We have done it. We have taken a piece out of the mop. Unfortunately, it looks visible. Imagine if it had allowed me to just grab them up. Alright.
I carved it off the cook's mop handle. Good times.
It feels like 10 years ago.
Here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
I have a map now.
Sure, here it is.
Wait, no.
Thanks, Wally.
Certainly not. Definitely not. Oh, can I have another one?
Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Can I then combine them?
If one monocle is good, 2 is better.
Excellent.
This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them together.
Ah, yes. This is a good map. I like it. I don't actually know which way is the fastest way out of town. Speedrunning this game sounds like a nightmare. Alright, I'm gonna stop by the museum. Because this is where the forest entrance is anyway. But also we're taking a sample of this code here.
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Into the woods. Is it? That was a musical on TV, right? With that one actor that people seem to dislike. So we started here. We need to go purple, then green, then mushroom, then purple. I'm gonna write it down on a sticky note in a way I can read really quickly, so I don't have to constantly open the map. So. Purple, green, mushroom, green, mushroom, purple, green, mushroom, purple. My sticky note pack is very dusty. I should learn how to clean this place. We're going this way, and we are going this way. Then we'll check for trivia cards. I already forgot which step this was. That felt silly. Yeah, I mucked something up there. Let's try again.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is...
I'm going to first confirm that I wrote it down correctly. Purple. Green. Mush. I did not write it down correctly. Green. Green. Then mushroom, mushroom. Purple. Green. Mushroom. Purple. Cool. That explains why I was just going back and forth between the two screens. Hey, stop there for a moment. Are the trivia cards? They're not. Good.
I guess I lost my way.
Did I lose my way? I guess I must have. Purple. Green.
A classic specimen of a...
Green. Green. Mushroom. Mushroom.
I guess I lost my way.
Re-establish what I'm not understanding. Purple, green, green, mushroom, purple. That's what I was misunderstanding. Alright. Green, mushroom, purple. I think I may have actually written down more symbols than I needed to. But it's entirely possible that I'm just mucking about like a pixely sausage. Purple, green, green, mushroom, purple, green, mushroom, purple. Hedgehogs.
Mind your mama, little prickly kids.
Squirrel.
Fella?
Another squirrel. 2 bats. A couple of robins. A rabbit. Ambrose, there's a bun. There's a bun. Bun Ambrose. A bun rose. Tiny deer.
The welcoming committee. Wow. The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare endangered Mêlée Island mop handle tree.
Amazing.
The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare endangered Mêlée Island mop handle tree.
Like, cut off a branch? A sword, don't I? Couldn't I have used the sword instead? And that certain what would be faster. I think we may have gone overboard. Looks that everything's been maimed. This is a very sharp knife. Oh my god, they are... we have just caused irreparable damage to the entire forest. The entire economic state of the island has been ruined.
Hey, little dear. Hey, little deer. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish.
I mean, look at what you've done, Guybrush. You've destroyed it all.
Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what nature is for. It's probably time for them to fly south.
Right, yeah. Right, so...
I carved it myself.
Stick a head on it.
I made him up. It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
Made with a real human head.
I'll take a shortcut back.
Are we actually going to make it to somewhere in daytime? Considering how many hours later messages we're gonna be getting. Oh, we also got the code, right? Yes. Excellent. Then we will need to distract the parrot. Wait, no, don't go to the ship. Yeah, I want to be here.
Hi there.
Hiya.
Behold, another serial key.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
Thank you, locksmith. In fairness, he's the best name for a locksmith. Hi, I'm a locksmith. And I'm a locksmith. Which is the classic whole how did you get in here? Who are you and how did you get in here joke.
This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells.
Why is the other one a sneakering option instead of going like, yeah, this is going exactly to plan? Sort of laugh. Do you get your food?
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay.
It's being worked on, don't worry about it.
3 teaspoons in a tablespoon.
That is...
Plain again.
That is a phrasing.
It's indeed.
Look at my new mop. I made it myself.
That's a fantastic mop. Absorbent, expertly carved handle. It should last you a lifetime of fine mopping.
Thank you.
Do I
Right.
really have to salt it so often?
I can get rid of the sticky note now. We have done it. We have succeeded. Where many have failed. We have made a mop. Right, and then we are going to go and we're going to get the eye patch re-enchanted with brand new magics. Oh, is there a lock in here?
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
I still want to figure out the way into there. Can I?
I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife.
Didn't like remove the note? No. No, we can't use that to leverage. Can we use the horse armor? No. We should ask Stan about how to get in his place to get him the toothbrush. But first we are hitting the museum. We're not spending the entire night in there, but we are hitting it. We're hitting it hard and repeatedly. Several times.
It doesn't seem interested.
Doesn't it?
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good. I like things neat. Gotta get these edges perfect. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Oh.
Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. There's some very tiny writing on it.
Now, how do we bribe?
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Here, you're a real beast, aren't you? Here, have a dog. We won't do with a dog. Can I put horse armor on the dog? No. We're just gonna check the list just in case. Yeah, we're working on that. Okay. I like that it doesn't directly write out, oh hey, get the high patch, silly sausage. It just says, find a disguise.
It doesn't seem interested.
Why not?
What you working on?
Crossword puzzle.
Is there something I could do with the storeroom? No. Something I could do with the desk? No. In that case, I'm gonna go and ask Stan about his toothbrush. And we'll come think about this one a bit later. Right, that's on High Street. And in jail. Hey, Stan, how do I get your toothbrush?
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
See you later.
Yep.
Alright, well, I still want to get that toothbrush. I don't know how. I wish I could use my sword. Can I tell Carla that the cook has that book?
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Okay, I cannot tell Carla, oh hey, by the way. Oh, flowers. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to pick those. Those are, while not directly labeled as illegal, it's probably still not approved of.
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
So ideally, I would need a...
Oh, I remember the first time Stan tried to fleece me.
I sort of need like a crowbar or something to get in those in there.
I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now.
Can I whittle some to interesting shapes? No. I am very tempted by the hint button at the moment. It doesn't work on non-bird targets. Hovering it over things seems to show whether or not I can actually use it with anything. This is handy. I was initially thinking I might use the strings to get them up working, but the human head worked so well.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Mom would be proud. That's folded perfectly.
I didn't realize I had a moment to work there.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Alright, so we need to figure out if there's somewhere I can hide within.
Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
Tell me again about the eye patch.
It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him.
Cool.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Chris?
It doesn't seem interested.
That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot.
I wanna try it again. Can I skip this? Not really. Not effectively.
Welcome back. I checked the display case. Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Left first, then right. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna look at the book. But I know that yeah. Right, maybe it wants the bigger crackers, yeah. Ooh.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hi.
Hello. I have these crackers for you.
I found some cracker mix. You could bake fresh crackers in your furnace.
Thanks.
Oh, it's just mix.
We're getting a bit stale. Take some if you want.
Don't mind if I do.
Right, because it was just like when it said mix, I assumed it was like a variety of crackers, not that it was raw ingredients to make crackers. That's on me.
Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
Count them.
I've got enough to last me.
And bye-bye.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Oh, that's a start. Hi, do you have a new trivia card? We just had a new cutscene.
Oh, hi, I've got some bad news. Someone stole John Laney's eye patch.
No. Some people have no respect for private property.
It must have happened right after you left. Did you see anyone on your way out?
Not a soul.
No new trivia cards? Okay. I guess it would be weird to just give it to me right as I got here. But, you know, I would have taken it. Alright, do you have new cards? No. I hope there won't be any issues with ale.
Hey, kid!
You got any new trivia cards? No. The dancing spider, though.
Why do I keep looking at it?
Because it dances!
Hi there.
Hi.
Oh, you've already made new crackers. Nice. Well done, you. No new secret card here. I wish I knew better mechanically about how these cards worked. Like when they spawn and all that. Or is it just a matter of there's 100 places where they can be, and if you get one wrong, you get a replacement one? Doubt that. Ooh.
I've always been impressed by your chair.
Thank you.
It is a good chair.
Can you charge John Laney's eye patch up for me?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away.
Good. Great. So, can you charge it up again?
I can. If you bring me one more thing. A particular charm of great power.
You couldn't have told me this earlier?
I could have. You must bring me the bite of 1,000 needles. Then I will recharge your eye patch.
The bite of 1,000 needles. Can you be a tiny bit more specific?
No.
All right, let's see what I can do.
Can you really not be more specific?
By your chair. Can you tell me where to find the bite of 1,000 needles?
I wish I could.
Me too.
Right, well, that's a no then. You're gonna get a lot of needles to start with, I think. Assuming you can cut, then a lot of needles. It would be nice if you could.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh.
So, are you responsible, sort of, for all these weird symbols across town? Where did I want to go? Right, I'm gonna go to the forest. I'm gonna cut some plants. I'm gonna stuff them in the dog. Which sounds like not the best thing to say.
Nicely. 16 cups in a gallon.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
I do wish I could tell Carla that, hey, I left the book with the chef. If you want it back, you can claim it. But also it's possible that, it's possible that the cook would understand that, hey, I got this from Carla, please take it back when you're done. Like, that would be ideal. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Right.
Gotcha, you pointy little trichiophyte. This is a plant with a bad attitude, and enough pokey parts to back it up.
You can't put it in the dog.
This is a plant with a bad attitude, and enough pokey parts to back it up.
Hi, is this what you wanted?
There you go. Bite of 1,000 needles.
Tell me, is this an ancient, powerful charm, or simply a plant you found in the forest?
You were pretty opaque about what you wanted, even for you. I took my best shot.
Very well. You've always been the close enough sort.
Thanks.
Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
Well, you don't have to put it like that. That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Well, how do I look? Ah! What the heck? I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
One does the best one can with the materials provided.
I'll just wear it when I really need to. Ugh.
You're welcome.
I think I'm ready to set sail.
I suspect as much. We'll see if we can tell the chef to return the book to Carla. I don't think we can, but it's worth an attempt. I also don't know about what...
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed...
Hey, kid!
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
I want to try and get them.
Hi there.
Hi.
I want to try to find out what the crossword this person is doing as well. Don't know how to do that.
Crossword?
No, as a matter of fact. I'm working on acquisition leads. The museum hasn't got a centerpiece now because someone walked away with my eye patch. I'm not sure how they got past the guard parrot. But rest assured, I'll be beefing up security immediately.
Good idea.
Ah, so because I already stole the thing, I can't ask about this. Well, I tried. But that was random. Maybe I should not have done that. Well, I'll have to do my 100 trivia questions run later, I think. Was there anything else I needed? Oh, yes. But I don't know if I can open this. Do I have something I can open this with? No. It doesn't feel like it. So just go to the ship, I think.
It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime. Hi there. You must be the quartermaster.
Yep, you look like a guy without many options. I need a swabby. It's BYOM. So, show me a decent mop and the job's yours.
Okay.
Here we go.
How's this for a mop?
Oh, I think that might be someone I used to know. Good enough. You're hired.
Great.
We'll be getting underway soon. Why don't you come on board and I'll introduce you to the crew.
I'm excited to see my stateroom. When's a good time to discuss the benefits package?
That's not gonna happen.
Threepwoods on LeChuck's ship. He's got some kind of disguise. From the bargain bin, it looks like.
So what?
You don't think this could be a problem? We didn't plan for him.
I hate not knowing what's going on. I should have taken him out the minute he walked in here.
Don't worry, we'll know what's going on.
Yeah? How?
I've got a spy on board the ship.
Now, how do we do a mutiny against the Chuck? We're being chased.
once you were on LeChuck's ship, you turned the tables on them. You whipped out your sword and said, "I'm your captain now. Take me to Monkey Island, or you'll all walk the plank."
Exactly.
More or less.
The name's Gullet, but you're not to call me that. To you, I'm the first swab, and I want to hear the capital letters when you say it.
Capital 1. Got it.
And this is the old. You'll be spending a lot of time down here.
I thought we'd have a union or something. How much time is a lot of time?
All of it. You work here, you sleep here, you take your meals here. Forget the world you knew before. This hold is your world. The hull is your ground. The deck is your sky. And I am your deity of choice. A cruel and vengeful deity. I only have one simple rule. You are not to leave this hold under any circumstances. Any questions?
Where's my bunk?
You might be all right inside one of the crates. Otherwise, be sure to cover your eyes. The chickens like to peck. But it's probably safest if you don't sleep at all. The chickens have their ways.
What happens if I leave?
I said you're not to leave under any circumstances.
Well, I know, just hypothetically. What if I did?
The worst punishment you can imagine.
Which is?
I throw you back down here. Nothing's worse than this.
Right, so there's actually no punishment for leaving. Cool.
What's for dinner?
Oh, we'd like a bit of dinner, would we? Well, perhaps we can arrange a bit of roast duck under glass for your majesty. But seriously, learn to catch rats. You can drown them in your mop bucket. They make their own sauce.
What if I need to, you know?
Use the portal. Don't get anything on the ledge outside, though. I hate an unsightly ledge.
What am I supposed to be doing exactly?
No recruits. You're all thicker than the chickens.
Is that the whole answer?
You're supposed to be swabbing. I want this hold sparkling, as if it was clean. Now, get to work.
Yo-ho, a pirate's life for me.
Indeed. Right. To do save. Yes, sure. And then I think that's enough for today. So I will thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time. Then we will do more monkeying up islands, I think.